Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 248. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Wednesday Motivation and Inspiration, and today we're going to talk about something really important. Don't let the world dictate your goals and your journey. This is important today. So, listen up, people. The world should not be dictating your life and your goals and the time frame that you want to complete them, all that, right? And here's why. You're getting fed so much information and propaganda and agendas all of the time, consistently and regularly. From television to your mobile devices, to your tablets and iPads, you're being inundated with information all the time. To even a radio, if you choose to listen to that in your car, right? Everything is commercialized. Everything is being fed to you to make you think or sway yourself a certain way, or act a certain way, or be a certain way, or conduct yourself a certain way, or wear certain things. Companies are literally paying billions of dollars to sway yourself in a certain direction. And the same thing applies to your goals and things of that nature. Think about it. You have to be done with college by 22, right? That's, the prototypical mindset, right? You've got to have your life together by 30, which means, married, kids, a house, whatever the case is. And if you don't have those things, you're a failure, right? You've got to have your finances together by the time you're 40. That's the prototypical, thing that is being pushed to everybody, right? So I want you guys to really take the time to think about why they do this, right? Because they want you to feel inferior of yourself. They don't want you to feel confident in who you are. They want you to doubt yourself. They want you to question yourself. And these are all the things that they do all the time. The world is built on negativity and self-doubt, right? Why do you think they have all of these aging creams and Botox and, Bosley for men to grow your hair back? They do all of these things to make you feel insecure about yourself, right? When life is really about living the natural way, embracing who you are as a person, right? They want you to change your nose or get the Botox or increase your cheekbones or, uplift certain body parts or make certain body parts bigger. You guys know what I'm saying. You guys get my drift, okay? I don't need to say certain body parts for you guys to get it. I try to keep my podcast clean, if you guys don't know by now. So when it comes to your goals, you guys really need to set your own time frame, control your own narrative, and focus on your own journey and not everyone else's. I was guilty of doing that in my 20s and into my all the way up to my mid 30s, watching everyone move on with their lives and get their apartments and their cars and have kids and all that, right? And it's because I was looking at social media and seeing all the happy highlighted moments of their lives. I wasn't seeing the struggles that they were dealing with. I can count on my fingers right now how many people actually go on Instagram and are actually vulnerable about what they're dealing with and what they're going through. And as I'm recording this, I literally can think of the people who really do it. There aren't many. I would say about maybe 3 to 5 people, that I follow like on Instagram that will literally speak the truth of what it's like being a parent, or what it's like, dealing with their career, or whatever it is that they're managing in the moment on a day-to-day basis. So I want you guys to understand that the world is going to try to make you feel less of yourself if you don't complete this checklist of things, right? Believe it or not, I have a lot of friends that didn't go to college, and they're doing pretty well for themselves in life, and they're smarter than a lot of kids in college. Because there's a difference between being book smart and street smart, and if you don't have both, you're in trouble. And you can be street smart and be able to get by in life for the most part, not always. But to put it in perspective, I want you guys to continually work toward your goals, whatever they are, no matter how small they are. You don't have to have big goals all the time. The smaller goals allow you to accomplish the bigger ones. Sometimes we forget that. We're so focused on the big goal that we have to do all of the smaller things to get to the point where we can accomplish and achieve the big goal, right? The world is going to always keep you in doubt, always keep you questioning yourself. So make sure you have faith in something, whether it's yourself, whether it's, you pray to a higher power, or you believe in your guardian angels, or whatever. Float your boat, whatever makes you happy, right? And I know that in the past, I, used to think, well, I'll be married by 30, and I'll have a kid, and, and then 30 came, and I was nowhere near that. And I said, okay, maybe by 35. 35 came, and nope. And then certain things happened in my life where I was like, okay, family stuff. And as I got closer to 40, I was like, okay, well, guess what? What I think my journey is supposed to be is not. And I had to stop letting the world dictate where I'm supposed to be in life. And I had to start just living for myself. So I want you guys to do the same. I want you guys to live for yourselves. I want you to make yourself happy first before you make your significant other happy, before you make your kids happy, before you make your family members happy, before you make your coworkers happy, before you make your boss happy, all that stuff. Make sure you're happy within yourself first. I'm still dealing with, certain things within myself to where I've got to find my happiness within myself. But hey, we're all works in progress. So I want you guys to make sure that you're a work in progress. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to have it all figured out by the time you are a certain age. It's not reality. Life happens, things change, people change, life situations happen. Right now, with all of the things that's going on with all of these major corporations and companies and things like that, there's just no guarantee that you're able to hold on to the job that you have now. You may have a great career at a great company, and before you know it, you're being laid off. So make sure that you have outside goals outside of the confines of your corporate America job. Make sure that you're working towards something that's going to make you feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And I will continually say this on my podcast, be 80 with memories, not 80 with regrets. So understand and know that I tell you guys these things for a purpose and for a reason. And hopefully these podcasts reach to you and they make you think a little bit. And maybe these podcasts are relatable to what you're dealing with in your life. I don't know. But if you ever feel the need to want to send a message to me, send it to me on Spotify or reach out to me on my podcast website, theaquarianmindpodcast.com, or reach out to me on my contact form on my personal website, aquarianmindrights.com, or on any of my social media pages. Go for it. Reach out, talk to me, and trust me, I'm open to plenty of conversations, and I'm open to learning more about you. Maybe you can teach me something, right? You may spark an idea for a podcast. You may spark an idea for a book. Who knows? But I don't want you guys to feel like you're under all of this pressure to have it all done and have it all figured out. You don't need to do that. So if it requires you to turn off the TV, it requires you to ignore the ads, it requires you to, stop reading certain articles with people who are pushing the narrative, then do that. But do it for you. Do it so you have peace of mind, because that's all I strive for on a regular basis. So with that said, that's my podcast for today. I thank you guys for listening as always. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.